Hello and welcome to Life is Magical podcast. I'm your host, Sri Manju Katragada, intuitive healer, Akashic Records reader, Hay House author of Connect Your Inner Guidebook, and who believes in experiencing healing and life is magical. Through this show, I'll be sharing my toolbox, which is full of life hacks, tips for rainy days, ways to hold our connections with the inner guide, and much more fun things. Let us begin this journey.
Hi, beautiful souls. This is Sri Manju. I wish you a very happy new year. Hope the year is treating you very well so far. And here I'm just going to bring in today's podcast as year of 2022. What I have done as a ritual over the new year start. Every year as a family we do rituals, and New Year is a big deal to celebrate as four of us in the house and do a little ceremony and invite the new beginnings. And I would like to share this because it involves the family members and the children as well. So if you want to do as part of your family, most welcome to take in what sets you up and what ignites you with what I'm going to share. And as well, if you don't have any family members or that wouldn't be interested, why not do it all along by yourself? And as you do it, they'll be inspired as well to do and see what brings the changes and be curious to try this out. Take the things that resonate with you and pause the rest of the things that don't resonate with you as of now. So here, around the 31st or the last week of December or the first week of Jan is the ideal month time to do these rituals. And also this week we had the new moon, which is all about again new beginnings, a new journey coming into our lives, what we want to invite. So as it happens to be both the same week, so it's great, you still got time to do it because the energies of the new moon are still there, intention setting is still there. So here, what I'm going to share with you is the rituals and how to do it. And other big part is the gratitude jar that we have been doing for probably 8 years or 9 years. And again, it's the end of the year thing, we do this. And tell you all about what it is, and do follow my Instagram post as well so you can see some pictures of it related to, as I'm going to share some of there. That's the only one thing that you can't get to see in the podcast. So what is exactly ritual ideal thing that we can do? Ritual is nothing hard. It's like building a routine, something to look forward to, what you repeatedly keep doing, what ignites you. So that becomes a ritual. It need not be like a big deal. It need not be a religious ceremony. It's something that just brings your heart opens up, and that's what it is about. It's very much like it can be informal, formal, and you can bring in the elementals, you can bring in the angels, you can bring the candles. So all these things that are just lighting up, bringing a peace to you, this is what the ritual is. And doing this is going to help you, calming you, mentally bringing you into the present moment, and also widening up your horizon to what has happened, what's going to come into your life as a broad variance coming into your life here. So this helps us to be take off the anxiety or make a deeper connection to your own inner guide, into your own soul as well. That's the most important thing, to be going in and doing it. Now, do you have a belief in the rituals? Yes and no, that's okay as well. If you believe them, fantastic, give your 100% to it. If you still are skeptic, like I used to be skeptic as well around these things until I tried, tested, and now I know totally proof that it does work. So give it an open mind and do what the best is for you. So that is one thing. And the other thing I wanted to highlight is I always talk about intention setting. That's a big deal for me. through my talks, through my meditations, anything that I do, or even the one-to-one Reiki healing sessions. Like, I always ask my client, hey, what is your intention for this healing session today? So what happens is when we set an intention, it's like activating a part of you receiving it. So it can be like intention to feel better, or to be in the present moment, or to eat healthy, to be vibrant, or to raise my vibrations, or just to relax. I don't even know anything, just want to relax. That itself is an intention. So it's like a wishful thinking and going into direction of what you want. And intentions have an action as well. So if someone is coming for a healing session and their intention is to relax, so the action is to surrender to the healer or to the healing ceremony and just receive the healing for whatever the highest good is. That is your action, a little commitment that you're going to give in, and towards your life, towards your prosperity, towards your goals. So intention setting can be like, again, very much simple things that you can invoke in yourself. Say, for example, like, what is my intention for this new moon? If you ask me, it was about being determined. What is my intention for this whole year? If you ask me, it's growth is what I have got in, like, so intentions are very much personal. This is your journey that you're going to be working on it. Yeah. So these are the main things that I do work on, and unfortunately I'm not into New Year resolutions anymore. I used to be in my 20s and I always failed at it back in like the first week itself, because it was too much of a pressure. The whole resolution word is so hard, heavy for me, that I feel like, oh my god, I gotta do this, but I don't want to do this. And I was like battling and causing more stress to me. Then I realized, like, how could I change from 31st December to the 1st Jan all of a sudden within 24 hours? I can't be a brand new me. I got to do some work to become that. So that work I have broken down as like intentions and goals, because goals are like, minor and major. And when you have a goals, you can also have a checklist. What are you doing towards it? And when you accomplish it, it feels good to have a tick box marked off, strike through, and you are working towards it. So with that goal setting, that's much achievable, and I have been working very well on that subject of goals and the intention setting for the past couple of years. But actually, I'll be totally honest with you, my goal setting is like a preliminary for the first month of the year. Jan is still, I'm coming out of the hibernation. I wouldn't be possibly super active at things, but Feb, spring onwards will be my ideal time that I'm fully in my body. I'm fully awake, like, yes, let's do this and build my energy up. So I wouldn't be doing crazy changes in the month of Jan itself, but I'll be silently swim through and check my energies, check, is this right for me or not? So around in Feb with the new moon, I'll be rechecking into myself, like, hey, am I progressing towards it? Is this still ideally me wanting to do for the whole year or for the next couple of months as well, and re-look into it. So those are the major things I wanted to tell you about before we get on to the whole aspect of what we can do around the new month, new year. So even though it's been past 6 days as you're listening up to, like, the day this podcast is going to be released, still not late again. Again, if you're like me, the whole month is you got there. So here, first thing is to balance yourself. Before you sit and do this ritual, I would ideally ask you to relax yourself either by a few stretches, get calm into your body, maybe your meditation. If you're a meditator, just do maybe 20 minutes of meditation. Or if you're not a meditator, just allow your breathing to relax your body. As your body is relaxed, your mind is getting calmer. You're more in alignment with your mind and your body as well. So with that, like, have a journal, have some pieces of paper and some pens and pencils, whichever is your favorite stationeries, have them. Have a candle, have a Palo Santo or a sage smudging sticks. If not, essential oils are good as well, or incense, whichever you like it. So have these as the basics, and you can bring in your crystals, or you can work near your altar or your favorite place in your home. And the same thing you can expand to your family as well, bringing them all together. So you can do this. So I'll refer to this as you doing it, and in between as well I'll tell you how to do this work with your family members. And I have been doing this with my children, say from the ages of 5 onwards, so like pretty much they are aware of it. But initially, like, it was not heavy on for them, it was a simple things. And now they can go, I will be doing the same as I would do for myself with them. I wouldn't, they are like 12 and 15, so they are in full on with this ritual. So take it easy, like, see how your family members are into this path. How comfortable are you? Being you comfortable is the most important thing, because they're going to bring this or recheck with you, or be honest with them. Hey, I'm doing this for first time. Would you like to join? Let's do this for fun. And let them be open with what they want to add on as well. Because children, believe me, they have amazing ideas that they bring into the table. So do listen to them. So now, relaxing yourself, lighting up the candle, and take a piece of page or a paper and write the things that you have accomplished from last year. The first and foremost is acknowledging what has gone very well last year. And keep it to 5 or 20, whatever the things are coming to you, take a moment to write. So what are your accomplishments? Either can be smaller things or bigger things. If you had a travel, if you met your family members, or if you did go for trekking, or if you did something that you felt really proud about, you did some food donations, food drives, do the things that have built in as your favorite accomplishments. Again, these are to be recognized by you, not by anyone else. This is what it means to you. So next one is write. Now you have something concrete from the past year, what has went well for you, still on the same energies. Now write the 5 new goals you would like to set in for the new year, for this year. What are the goals that you would like to set in for this year? So goals in terms of, like, having a good health, or writing your book, or that you have been manifesting for, like, traveling to places, or it could be like, speaking up with confidence, or coming out of the shadow and being true to yourself, being honest, or giving time for yourself in the whole new regimes, like, anything it could be that is again very personal to you. And these need not be a monetary definition or a value. It can be something immeasurable as well, because I don't know how to measure my happiness or my health. So of course I can say good health, but if you have a high blood pressure, you can say to have a normal or bringing into a balanced one is something ideal, you can say. But if you don't have something like that, you can say, like, good health for you at this stage. So write 5 new goals that you would like to have for this new year. So it is the emotions, it is the intensity that goes beyond it. That's the most important thing that I would like you to think about it here. And now, also say what is that intention for this year is going to be. What is one word of the intention that you're going to set in for this year? As I said, mine was the growth. And also when I channeled in through the Akashic messages for this year, it was all about the growth that has come in, and it was perfect thing for me. And when we grow, we are not only growing ourselves, we are growing along with others, and also we are nurturing each one. And that beautiful way, it totally made sense to me. But if your goals are about building your intuition, or your intention is something about being bold, or brave, go for it. Write that big intention for the year. And it can be just from what you're thinking or the first word that comes up right now. This is it. Go for it. And now, the next one is, this is the big part of it. What are the 3 things that you would like to release that you felt weren't good or didn't go as per your plan, or something has been triggered or been a bit upsetting you from the last year? 3 things that you would like to release, let go or forgive, or not bring into your current day anymore. Like, has any trauma event happened, or any emotion that you want to release, or the way you dealt with, you don't want to bring it forward. Those are the things that you're going to, what my children wrote, it's a COVID. Going to school with the mask is what they don't want to bring it into this year. And that is what they wanted to release in. So write the things that you don't want to bring into your life any further. 3 to 5 things. And now, with the things that you have written down that you don't want to bring in or you want to release in, so what you can do with that is burn the paper in a safe way. So you're giving it back into the nature, into the elements around us, into the air, and releasing it out of your system. So think about it's the way you're releasing it out. Now burn it completely. Sometimes the paper may not burn fully. So be aware, are you really ready to release it? Say, for example, relationship issues between you and your bestie, and the paper is not burning. And ask yourself, am I really ready for this? Is this really good for me right now? And if maybe there is some more work to be done, hold on to that and do look into it. Yeah. But otherwise, burn. The paper should generally burn completely to the ashes. So if burning is not a safe thing for you to do, you can also tear the pages or shred it up. So it's like dismantling to the state of it, to being completely erased out of you. You don't need to forget, but you can release it out of you, so you're not holding the weight of it anymore to bring into, you're reducing your baggage. So you have so much space in your baggage that you can bring your goodies into now the new set of the space you have got, decluttering yourself and allowing more energy, more flow of things to happen in your life. So this is where the beautiful way of it to do as a ritual will help you. And something that you can do within the week or something as well, that you'll feel, from the following days, this is great. I feel good. I feel opened or more positive, more upbeat with my life, so that's good one. So that is the major things, definitely doing with my family. I love it. I do with the adults in my workshops as well, in my meditation classes, but doing with the family is much more beautiful, because you're all building your family foundation much more strongly, and you're getting to know what are your accomplishments, what are your goals. So you're supporting each other as well. So if your goal is to write a book, your family knows it and going to give you some space and time to do that. So as you will be helping them, if someone has a goal to study, so you're going to be helping them, supporting them. So this is where it mutual respect and a mutual space holding for each other comes in place as well. So why not give it a try and do this with your family members or with your friends even. Definitely need not be bound to your family members if you're staying away from your family. And if your friends are ready to do it, hey, go on, do it. And this can be done over the Zoom as well. You don't need to be meeting people, but you all can set up some time and do it at your own spaces at the particular time zone. It's friendly as well, and again, as long as you are happy with the space that you're opening up with, absolutely brilliant way to connect to the souls around us. And the next thing is a gratitude jar. I have seen this years ago by Elizabeth Liz Gilbert, where she used to post about the happiness jar. And the ideal thing is about, like, having a huge mason jar, and every single day, whatever your happy moment is, writing it down and putting in the jar and opening at the end of the year. I absolutely loved that idea when I saw her doing it. And so as I did, and I started with, like, a palm size kind of a jar, and now we have a huge one. It's a hand length, so I think it's like 2 feet maybe, tall jar, and lots of things to fill in. Last year, I think the year before, we didn't have many things to be filled in, but last year we had a pretty much good one. So what I do this as, call it as a gratitude jar. So me and my family members, anytime we feel something we are grateful for, or something that we are happy about, or something has happened, we are super happy, we write those little things down. And I usually mark a date as well, and put it into the chat, and filling this up. And at the end of the year, this is a great way to celebrate, because we were forgetting a lot of things that had happened in the first 2 quarters of the year. And when we were reading it, it was just like, oh my god, this is mind blowing, this happened, I completely forgot, was it even this year? And you are truly reliving those moments, and those good hormones were flowing in. We were so excited, and it's great in a way that we forgot, but we were reliving those moments again and again. So it's like a situation of a happy DVD playing in your mind, and it was absolutely fantastic. So this is a great way to do it. And if your family members again are doing it with you in the same house, fantastic. If not, have it to yourself and do it, like, because these are the moments that mean a lot. Even with the first question, when I said write the 5 things you accomplished, sometimes we do forget. And these gratitude jars will help you to remind, recollect, like, what has happened earlier in the year that you were celebrating but you forgot about it. And if you're a journal writer, this is great to add on to your tools as well. And this helps you to be in the present moment, celebrating your life. Life is to be celebrated. And remember, no matter at the end we say, like, oh, last year was a crazy year, and yet many people had many celebrations. So here you're recollecting those happy moments. Just because your friend had a harder time doesn't mean you need to have a hard time as well, but you need to celebrate what went well with you. And those are the things that you need to be bringing forward in life. So here, celebrate what you have got and create more of it. Now, when you're welcoming your energies with a heart expansion into the new year, think about how beautiful story you're going to write by the end of the next year as well. So definitely not too late to start this gratitude jar, and I would highly recommend this to all of you. And no matter what your ages are, no matter where you live, like, we all can do it. Maybe even have a shoebox. If you don't want to invest on a mason jar, just have a shoebox. Do it, like, or just have an envelope and fill the envelope with all these little chits of paper. I do write even on the receipts as well sometimes. Whichever paper I get, like, I just write and put it in the jar. So it's like a treasure I'm building up. The more it's growing, I feel so good. Like, it's just rewarding that yes, life is great and I'm having great times, like, So these are the things that I would like to wanted to share in this podcast, starting off with the year 2022. So this year is going to be a great one with all the growth and everything, but you need to set your own intentions. You need to work towards it, make your actions happen. And even when you write your accomplishments, write down the things that are actionable for you, and give your best with it. If you believe in your angels, if you believe in any higher power, call in and utilize that space. Yeah. So once you do this, you can use as Palo Santo or smudge stick as well with your new accomplishments, or with your goals, like, so you're giving a clear energy, clear thoughts to it, and your auric space and your energy space, and you're just giving your best into the year, into your day as well. Like, year is a long time, but even giving the best for what the wake hours are going to be, and setting your foot forward. with much love and much compassion to yourself, and be grounded. So be there where you're meant to be and take it all in, and bring your life forward. And when you shine your light, you're not only doing this work for you, but all the people around you. So shining your light means you're shining for others and staying true for others. So well done. Pat on your back and appreciate you for this moment, and be proud about who you are. If you have listened to this far, thank you for listening in, and do try. Let me know in the comments or by email how you got on. And as you know, I love to hear back from you guys. And stay healthy, stay safe, and I wish you a very, very happy new year. And may all the best blessings be with you. May all the happiness be with you. Namaste. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.
Thank you all for listening in and tuning in to the podcast Life is Magical. I hope you found some good nuggets to move through this week. Want to ask a question? Please email me or stay connected if something resonated or found useful and helpful from this podcast. I love to hear back from you. My email is info@srimanju.com. That is SRIMANJU, which is in the show notes below. Until next week, namaste and good day. Happy magic. Love to you all. Thank you for listening in.